subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an update. Hello everyone! Let's go Goodwill shopping. Today on Lady Mary Beth, we are stopping by this store located on Louetta at Grant Road in Northwest Houston. Can't wait to go inside and start treasure hunting. Join me. It's always a good idea to stop by a neighborhood Goodwill store. My friends at Baker's Barware posted an Instagram reel with some great finds, and I knew that I had to pop in. It has been far too long. And get ready for some wonderful items with a bit of interesting history. And things are moving fast today. They are replenishing the shelves with some unbelievable finds. The color of the week used to be staggered depending on the day of the week. Now it is half price of anything you find of that particular color, and once that color has passed, they pull it and take it to the bins. Welcome to the Goodwill store on Louetta at Grant Road. This is sustainable shopping, and you are also helping the community and creating jobs with your purchase. We want to look for the color of the week. It is green. Anything with a green tag is 50% off. Let's have a look at the store. You know you're in Texas when you find a blinged out cow skull that someone used for either a party or home decor. This area of the store changes very quickly. Things are selling fast and they replenish with some amazing finds. Stay tuned, lots to come today. A trio of pale pink glasses. These are retired and sell for quite a lot on the secondary market, and it's a fair price today. A trio of pink glasses. This is the Noritake Royal Pierpoint pattern. It was made from 1985 to year 2000. It has the swirl optic. You can have a set of 3 for $14.99, and these sell for about $30 each on the secondary market. And why not get something practical? This mandolin slicer is $22.99 and retails for $40, purchased at Bed Bath & Beyond. Storage containers. Quite a few of these. And if you're looking for home decor and trying to fill a tall space, a pair of these vases with dried florals and grasses, not a bad idea. And this would be great for jewelry. Hang necklaces. And the floral arrangements are priced at $14.99 each. This is our lucky find, one of many to come today. And you will notice it is a green sticker, and that means half price, the color of the week. The color of the week, Kendra Scott. What a great find. It is now $10. The rain necklace is her signature style, based on a vintage design. She started her company in a spare bedroom here in the North Houston area with $500 and built it into a billion-dollar business. The rain necklace is retired, but she has re-released it with some feathering and a stone motif. $10 is a great deal. This retailed for $100. It's always worth looking through the collectibles. It might be a random smattering of items, and we find something fabulous for $1.99. And we can always use more peace, love, and joy. From Mariposa, one of my favorite brands. Peace, love, and joy for $1.99 is a deal. This is the Mariposa statement tray. Of course, when we turn it over and see that molded back stamp, we see Mariposa. It is 100% recycled, made with Coke cans in Mexico. And we see that sticker as well. This is a company that is based in Massachusetts. I also offer this statement tray on my website at ladymarybeth.com with my trademarked Elevate Your Everyday. I'll put a link in the video description. This is perfect for resting your eyeglasses on your nightstand, serving chocolate truffles, or placing on an easel to share the sentiment. If you're looking for a hostess gift, this is well priced and new in a box for olive oil, and you've got the 4 different dishes, a dipping set from Cypress Home, and it is called Cheese Gallery, priced at $3.99. This could be not only a napkin holder, but use it to hold your mail. And it's priced at $2.99. I see lots of sports items here. And owls are more popular than ever. We saw lots of these in the mid-century. A great decorative item. The largest artichoke I've ever seen. That's a nice decorative element. Could certainly get creative. This is an interesting find, an oyster. It's from Coton Colors. It has a chip in it, but you could certainly paint that, get creative. It's the company that makes Happy Everything from Laura Johnson, priced at $5.99. I quite like that. And deep in the heart of Texas, this is an interesting find and well priced. Waterford Crystal. The Texas-shaped paperweight was made in the 1990s and sold at Foley's department stores. Of course, more of a limited one, made for the Texas market. I do see a chip over here in West Texas. I'll probably pass on this, but that is a good deal at $3.99. And that chip is about where El Paso, Texas would be, on the corner there. You could use an emery board to file it down, or get in touch with Texas Mercantile in Houston, and they could help you with that. Mid-century fondue forks made of stainless steel and wood. They look to be unused, color-coded, so you always remember which fork is yours. Priced at $3.99. This could be a spoon rest, either in your kitchen or buffet. For a serving spoon, you could tie a ribbon through that hole there and gift it. Priced at $3.99 with the rubber stoppers. A classic white pitcher. And an interesting sugar bowl that is shaped like a hut. Has the Ray Dunn look about it. Priced at $2.99. This cross is very familiar. I've seen a similar collection at Still Good Consignments. We'll have to turn it over and find the artist's signature. A hidden gem with this Barbara Beal cross. As we peel back the sticker, we see the artist's signature. That is Barbara Beal, a Houston artist who studied at the University of Texas at Austin and also New York and Greece. These are all one-of-a-kind, handmade with silver leafing, and this would be a great item to place on a side table or in a tray with decorative objects. That premium cracker box is a collectible and sold within minutes. This Maria Victoria bag is a great deal. That also sold quickly. And this bell pull with a patriotic look. I'm amazed at how quickly things are placed on the shelf and soon disappear. A Disney spoon rest with an older version of Minnie and Mickey from Jerry Lee, priced at $3.99. And these hands might be a bit creepy. You might not understand the purpose of these. They are salad servers, and they could be quite useful. This is an interesting piece. I do like to collect wild animals for events. Made in Zimbabwe, $14.99. It is very heavy. And I'm sure that that is a fair price, considering the artistry behind it. If you're looking to fill a large space, this plate on an easel would be a great item. And that easel is certainly worth something as well, $10.99. And we find an incredible deal right next to it. Can't wait to show you. This was an exceptional find today. My friend Stephanie has been looking for a Waterford Crystal golf club and golf ball, and now she has it. $13.99 and $8.99 is unbelievable.
More Waterford Crystal hidden gems. The golf club retailed for $125 back in the mid-90s. It is $13.99. The golf ball is $8.99, and this was a $99 retail item. You can pair them together for some great gifting.
A trio of canisters. Those rooster finials are interesting and would certainly liven up your kitchen. No surprise, at Goodwill, items are priced individually. These range from $5.99 to $7.99. Though they can sell separately, I would imagine that someone would buy all three. And I did see customers looking at these. And if you don't want the ceramic, they also have glass with a grape motif. And perhaps that is a pale green. It looks to be clear. This eagle is an interesting collectible, and it's related to the Crystal Cathedral Ministries founded by Robert Schuller, housed in the iconic glass structure later sold to the Roman Catholic Diocese. These rooster canisters are not complete. There were originally 3, perhaps one sold individually, although I do think that they just placed these. And they are from a very well-known ceramics company. When we turn it over, we find that back stamp. Fitz and Floyd from the Country Collection, $14.99. A regal find, one that has quite an interesting history. I will tell you all about this graceful swan.
This glass swan might seem ordinary, but it's actually extraordinary, with an interesting history and ties to the nobility. It came from one of the oldest glassworks still in production in the 18th century Bohemia, a glassworks that was founded in 1721 on the estate of Count Alvis Raimund von Harrach, often referred to as Harrachhof glass. And I will tell you more about the modern artist who designed this.
$24.99 is an excellent price. Let's have a closer look at this artisan piece. The top portion has been applied to a hand-blown base. And if we look underneath, we can see where it has been clipped from the pontil, which is a solid metal rod used by glass blowers.
This swan vase was designed in 1937 by artist Rudolf Schwedler, who worked for the Harrach Company. And he was inspired by the Art Deco style and known for blending Art Deco and Art Nouveau styles into functionalism that came later in the 1950s. The applied glass here up top is a flower frog on the hand-blown base, a fabulous piece that we can find on the secondary market for $125 and up.
This beautiful crystal bowl is $19.99. I would pass on it. When I looked carefully, I found a chip. You always want to look over the crystal pieces. Straight out of the Crate and Barrel catalog, we have this wine carafe. Precious moments are highly collectible. Many of these are new in boxes. They also have the Happy Anniversary bell. These would go well with that large plate that we saw. A pair of vases. You can travel the world and the land down under, Australia and Tasmania. We've got some viewers there. And in South America, $39.99 for the globe. In the home section, we have a new addition with this square Chinoiserie lamp, well priced at $9.99. I know this will sell quickly, complete with a light bulb and a navy blue shade. I always look in the vase section. I found Waterford Crystal here before, and we have a florist vase with Texas A&M University. Gig'em Aggies, my grandfather, father, and cousins all went to A&M, and quite a few of my friends as well. This DIY bottle could be a centerpiece. I like that peacock feather, $3.99. You just never know what you will find. There's a hand-painted teepee Indian-style vase. And this would be nice for a candle with lots of etching about love, faith, family. Priced at $4.99. That's something you would find at Hobby Lobby. This is definitely a better deal. I also find silk florals here at this Goodwill store. And now it's time to look in the glassware section with lots of mid-century inspiration. I will tell you more about the manufacturers and the pattern names. These definitely remind me of childhood. I think my grandma had these in her kitchen cabinet.
Barware and beverage glasses are more popular than ever, and this Goodwill store has a great selection with interesting history, including the Libby Glass Company that dates back to 1818, founded in East Cambridge, Massachusetts. They have evolved with the times, and that's how they have stayed in business until today.
I wonder if you have seen these in your local antique consignment and thrift. Lots of 1970s glassware. And with America's 250th birthday coming up soon, probably see a whole new collection.
22-karat gold coins on these mid-century highballs. This pattern was introduced in Libby's premier catalog in 1970 and made until 1977. It looks to be a bit patriotic with American history represented, most likely coinciding with our bicentennial celebration.
As we look up close, we can see the detail. $16.99 for 3 glasses. United States of America, bicentennial. It is nice to have a larger set, but I am surprised that they're not priced individually. This one has my name on it.
A vintage and nostalgic souvenir from Disneyland. This is a milk glass Irish coffee mug that has been personalized with Mary, probably back when that was more of a common name. I wonder if they still offer these at the parks today. If you happen to go to Disney, take a look and let me know.
More milk glass here with a single Indiana Glass Company Harvest Grape Goblet. We find this pattern in lots of serveware, priced at $14.99, which is very high. I would pass on that. Beautiful crystal champagne glasses. These saucer champagnes are coming back. I find that they are quite versatile.
The Coupe cocktail is a practical addition to your tabletop collection. You can take this from daiquiris to dessert. This is the Verve pattern from Mikasa. A boxed set of 4 is currently selling for $100 at a major box store, and here they are $2.99 each.
$2.99 each is a fair price. Hand-blown navy blue goblets. These are fabulous at $2.99 each, though I would prefer a set of 4. You could purchase these and return later that day or the next day and maybe find more. Things do get separated. A set of 4 stemless wine glasses that are perfect for Easter and great for desserts, 99 cents each. Pewter goblets. These look medieval, $4.99 each. They might be from Wilton Armitel, and I can see these in a rustic centerpiece used as vases. There is so much to discover in the glassware section, including a brand you may be familiar with, Shannon Crystal. It is owned by Goettinger. It was at one time produced in Eastern Europe, now mostly in China. They tend to mimic top brands with their designs and styles and make it more affordable. These are $4.99 each, and they are pressed glass. Another wonderful vintage glass find. This is a pattern that you probably recognize, one that we have seen in previous segments at Antique Consignment and Thrift, along with a garage sale where I found a matching pitcher for $5. And these are very well priced. $3.99 each is a deal. And one that you may have seen in later years that had a bit of a different color. And I will tell you more about the history of this pattern and the manufacturer. And this viewer is delighted to take home a set of 4 glasses.
Going, going, gone. Things sell quickly at Goodwill, and I'm pleased that I could share these glasses with you. The Jeannette Glass Company Iris Herringbone was a pattern made from 1928 to 1932. This is a great deal at $3.99 each, and a viewer, Cindy, is thrilled to take these home. She has a matching bowl. And this was relaunched in the 1950s as Carnival Glass. The Jeannette Glass Company has its roots in 1887 in Jeannette, Pennsylvania, as a bottle works. They later were known for Depression glass.
There are many different manufacturers, styles, and eras represented here in the glassware section. It can be overwhelming, but when in doubt, you could certainly use the Google Lens feature on your phone to identify a pattern. Or if you're looking to add interest to your table, you could certainly mix 2 or 3 different ones to add interest to your table. And this was a popular bridal selection, one that my friend has. I did reach out to her, but she's looking to collect more Waterford these days.
A popular bridal selection from Mariposa, the Arctic Lights pattern was made from 1987 to 2020. Which is a rather long run for a crystal pattern. These are priced at $2.99 each, and they sell for about $30 and up on the secondary market.
This lone glass is from Princess House. It's a pattern that I recognize. My mother had a picture in the 1980s, priced at $1.99 for this glass. I'm getting 4th of July patriotic vibes with these goblets, or perhaps they could be for Christmas.
You can be holiday ready with modern and vintage beverage glasses. From Pier 1 Imports, the red swirl hand-blown goblets are $2.99 each. And from the Libby Glass Company, these vintage frosted pine cones are $1.99 each.
Every once in a while, we come across a dainty, delicate pattern that deserves our attention. This is priced at $1.99. And the smaller cordial or sherry glass is 99 cents. I'll tell you more about this.
Sometimes we find an exquisite glass that's just a single. We've got 1 iced beverage and 1 cordial. This is the Dolores pattern from the Tiffin Glass Company that dates back to 1889. This was made from 1948 to 1967. It's got that beautiful laurel leaf design, well priced, and a single glass is okay too.
If you're looking for a neutral colored glass that has some interest besides clear, this Libby Glass Company mocha color would be ideal. I would wait on the color of the week. $3.99 is a bit more than I would want to pay. This color is often referred to as smoky brown. These are pressed glass and rather new. $4.99. They actually might be crystal. The cobalt base is interesting on those wine glasses, but I'm looking at the vintage iced beverages. And I will share the manufacturer and the history with you on these glasses.
Value is not only about price, but also quality. And we find that with vintage beverage glasses. This is the Arctic Rose pattern from Rock Sharp Crystal, made in 1947. Absolutely the perfect glass. Great for a parfait, an iced tea, just about anything. And they have a set of 5, and they are priced at $2.99 each.
Even though these are vintage, you shouldn't look at them as delicate. You can place these in the dishwasher. We use Rock Sharp for our everyday beverage glasses. And they're surprisingly durable. Another pattern that is tried and true with an interesting history.
A familiar pattern that is the most prolific and longest running pattern in U.S. glassmaking history. Fostoria American debuted in 1915, pattern number 2056, a pair of goblets priced at $1.99 each.
I am finding a couple of things in the dish area. This Emile Henry Baker is $7.99. And that would be perfect for an individual apple crisp or peach cobbler. We are finding lots of mid-century dishes. These are made in Japan with a gold rim, a floral design. And the bundles are priced separately, which is interesting because if you just need some dessert plates, that would work well for you. That gravy boat can be used for dessert sauces. It is Crescent China, made in Japan. I do have friends that have shopped this store and found complete sets of Wedgwood, Johnson Brothers, and amazing finds. This looks like it might have been in an antique store. I'm seeing stickers on several items here. Originally $36, made in England from Royal Doulton, represents Mr. Pickwick. Beautiful back stamp. They have $19.99 on this. And it is the Dickensware line. This could be good for storage. It has a lid, beautiful design, made for induction cooking. Some Pyrex dishes, and perfect for your sangria serving. This pottery pitcher is made in Spain. And I just love it when we find a back stamp that gives us all of that information. And it could be from Williams Sonoma or Sorotab, definitely the quality that they would sell. A party perfect punch bowl that could have many different purposes. It's very well priced at $12.99.
A bowl for all seasons. The Imperial Glass Company made the Cape Cod pattern from 1932 to 1984. This is the punch bowl. You could certainly use it in other ways. For example, chips for Mexican food, you could chill beverages, fill it with ornaments, use it as a centerpiece, or if you have a space issue, you could certainly put this in your closet and add some fashion accessories and pull it out when you need it for serving.
This is where it gets interesting at a Goodwill store. You spend enough time and you see those carts rolling out, and before you know it, you find some incredible dishes. Just when we thought they only had the Crescent City made in Japan, we discover a whole new assortment they placed at the front of the store, including that classic blue and white transferware and a surprise Lenox pattern. These teacups are perfect, with touches of green, gray, and pink, and the Lenox lace point pattern. This was probably a bridal selection, and I guess the bride decided that many years later to donate. 39 pieces for $129.99, and I can tell you that these sold very quickly. And it's good that they priced it as a bundle.
Some fabulous new additions. They have placed some dishes here at the front of the store. This is the Lenox lace point pattern, made from 1978 to 1992. They have 8 5-piece place settings for one price of $130. And if you look at the place setting cost, that's $16.25 each.
Although the Lenox was priced as one unit, in the classic blue and white, we see that these are priced individually. And that is a bit surprising, but that's okay.
Classic blue and white transferware that originates in England with the engraver Thomas Turner. This is the Harvest, part of a Currier and Ives collection made by Churchill of England. This dinner plate is priced at $9.99. They're all individually priced. If we turn it over and look at that back stamp, we have even more information, and I can't wait to look through all of these items.
This would be ideal for designing a plate wall. And in this case, it's working in your favor for them to be priced individually, although there is a large bundle within this pattern that is priced together. You could add a set of mugs or this oversized platter to display on an easel or serve a turkey. Priced at $34.99 with a beautiful back stamp. It is from a hand engraving and dishwasher and microwave safe if you can fit it in your microwave. I like that each plate has a unique design. The round platter is exceptional. And the covered casserole, definitely a useful item to add to your collection. Priced at $24.99, and these are from Churchill, made in England. And here is that large bundle within the pattern, 36 pieces for $119.99. And peace be to your house. Had such fun today.
So glad you joined me today for the neighborhood Goodwill shopping. We found lots of treasures and shopped sustainably and affordably. I'm taking home this swan base. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Bath. Elevate your everyday with Goodwill shopping.